We'll talk about this book called Leaders Eat Last, which has been a bestseller on every business book list that I have seen for the last 2 months. We always start with key quotes, and so I'll do some of these, but not all of them. On page 2 of your handout, if our leaders are to enjoy the trappings of their position in the hierarchy, then we expect them to offer us protection. The problem is, for many of the overpaid leaders, we know that they took the money in perks and didn't offer protection to their people. In some cases, they even sacrificed their people to protect or boost their own interests. This is what so viscerally offends us. We only accuse them of greed and excess when we feel they have violated the very definition of what it means to be a leader. Next one, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Next one, all the perks, all the benefits and advantages you may get for the rank or position you hold, they aren't meant for you. They are meant for the role you fill, and when you leave your role, which eventually you will, they will give the ceramic cup to the person who replaces you, because you only ever deserved a styrofoam cup. How do you like that? When the people have to manage dangers from inside the organization itself becomes less able to face the dangers from outside. Every single employee is someone's son or someone's daughter. Like a parent, a leader of a company is responsible for their precious lives. Letting someone into an organization is like adopting a child. Now let's talk for a little bit about what this book is about. Under the header summary on your presentation outline, I'll just paraphrase some of this and tell you what this is about. Humans are biologically wired to be social animals who seek safety. We look for leaders who will protect us from the dangers of the outside world. We expect such leaders to protect us, and in return, we grant leaders special privileges such as status and preferential rewards. Look midway down the paragraph. In biological terms, leaders get the first pick of food and other spoils, but at cost. When danger is present, the group expects the leader to mitigate all threats, even at the expense of their personal well-being. Flip to page 4. This deep-rooted social contract has been violated in the world of business. Our business leaders have not protected the tribe when the going gets tough. And skip down to the next one. The biology is clear. When it matters most, leaders who are willing to eat last are rewarded with deeply loyal colleagues who will stop at nothing to advance their leader's vision and their organization's interest. If you want to fool somebody, you read the book yourself, this is what you do. You talk about the circle of safety, because leaders, he says, create a circle of safety. And the dangers that are around an organization are both real and perceived. They are inside and they are outside the organization. Inside, you have intimidation, humiliation, isolation, feeling dumb, feeling useless, and rejection, and they create stresses in the organization. And if you create a circle of safety, he says, leadership reduces the threats that people feel inside the group. But you also have, of course, outside dangers. These are things like, how is your stock performing? How's technology working for you or against you? What are your competitors doing? What about the urgency to meet or exceed expectations? All of these work to hinder growth and profitability, and the dangers are constant. Then I put just some scattered lines for you on your handout about where the problem is and where work is. And he says to have a dopamine addiction because you've earned it. And everybody has that opportunity. Struggles are shared, but when you have teams, that's what calls people together, and your organization can be successful. So it's a very intriguing book. I can see why, in fact, it was on the bestseller list for so long. And I hope you enjoyed that synopsis of Leaders Eat Last, why some teams pull together and other ones don't.